The Windy City, Chicago, and most of America is a lot older than you've been told. Before us inheritors founded this new world after the last reset, it went by a different name. See in all these old maps, Shilaga. Going as far back as the 15th century, you'll see where Chicago used to be, Shilaga. Like I said, America is a lot older than you've been told. It's a map from 1492, not just predominantly showing Shilaga, but also many other cities. Castles and towns represented all up and down the new lands, long before America was a thing. Now, what was really the purpose behind all these great fires, all in the 1800s around the same time? Great fires that spare trees here, but yet completely demolish stone and brick structures. It was all about the destruction of the old world, the destruction of Shilaga. Standing right next to the unburned utility pole, you see that nice Freemason coat gesture here. And you tell me what kind of fire leaves stone in absolute rubble with no signs of scorching, and trees, utility poles here, untouched. And of course, the ever-present whited out skies in all of these photos. History is nothing more than a set of lies agreed upon. And it's been going on for quite some time. Our parents, our grandparents, even our great-grandparents has all been told those set of lies agreed upon. Let's break that cycle. Question everything, friends. Until next time.
Good evening. Aloha from Florida. Do you consider yourself an intellectually honest person? If you do, please consider this. Does it appear to you that the sun and the moon move through our sky? I ask this question of people who are trying to defend the deception of the Earth being a spinning wet rock in outer space. Some of them will say, yes, it does. And I will ask them, those are the intellectually honest people. I'll ask them, is it possible that what you're seeing is reality, that the sun and moon are both actually moving through our sky and we are not moving at all? Well, no, because I know the Earth is moving. No, you believe the Earth is moving. You see, if you're an intellectually honest person, you can look at the place that we live and trust your own eyes, trust your own senses, realize the Earth is flat and stationary, and that's absolute fact according to your own senses and perceptions, your own vision. Even this simple little thing here, look how it's all lit up here. If the Earth is a globe, there should be a terminator line all across that horizon. Why is it dark down there? Why is it dark down there? Why is it just localized there? And wherever you are, I'm in Florida, if you're up in New York or Maine or wherever, you're going to see it localized to your perspective, but you're still going to see it localized. You're not going to see a terminator line like they claim on the globe. You're never going to see the entire horizon lit up at a sunset. You're going to see it focused local, because it is local. The sun is most likely electrical in nature. There are strong hypotheses that have been put forth for that. Oh, that was cool. There was lightning in those clouds there. This is an electrical realm. The Earth is an intelligently designed, enclosed, electrical, magnetic, topographical, stationary plane that we commonly call flat Earth. I also like to refer to it as geocentric cosmology. That is more accurate. And I also like to call it the truth of creation. The Earth being a globe is a scientific absurdity. Nothing we observe in reality says that we have a solar system. Everything says we have an Earth system. The sun is not the center of anything. Nothing is going around the sun. The sun is our primary luminary, and it and the moon and the planets and the fixed constellations are all circling around the electromagnetic shaft, which is the North Pole on the ground and the North Star in the sky, Polaris. So research reality, research flat Earth. Check out my channel on TikTok called Aloha from Florida, or my name on Facebook is Keith Cameron Smith. I've done hundreds of short videos like this, just explaining simple, observable, objective reality and debunking the lie that the Earth is a globe. It is not. Once again, the Earth is an intelligently designed, enclosed, electrical, magnetic, topographical, stationary plane. Research geocentric cosmology, research every ancient cosmology you can imagine, especially the Vedic cosmology and the biblical cosmology, and you'll have a better picture of reality, explaining simply and clearly that the Earth is not a globe. Have a great day. God bless.
What if the Galapagos Islands are the smoking crater of a fallen civilization? Most people have no idea that 90% of the island is restricted access. We're a network of islands. It's the Galapagos Islands. A lot of them you can't even go to. They're all protected. Listen to this.
You know why they keep you out of the Galapagos? Why, if you go, you're monitored 24/7. Why 98% of the islands are off limits to the public? It's because of places like San Cristobal Island. You know, the one named after that dog-headed Christ bearer, St. Christopher. And St. Christopher Island, one of the lesser-known islands, restricted for environmental preservation. Bullshit. Now pay attention. There are ruins there that defy everything we're told about history. Not Polynesians, not South Americans, but something older. Locals told stories of giant dog-headed beings that once lived there, only to be driven underground after some kind of catastrophe. Oh, and the stone on that island? It has the same interlocking design as places like Machu Picchu, Sacsayhuaman, and Pumapunku. We're talking laser precision cuts that modern tech still struggles to replicate. And yet, the mainstream wants us to believe some primitive culture with no written language did this with copper chisels?
You can go on Google Earth and zoom in on the Galapagos Islands. There's a lot of strange, unexplainable formations. Also, a flat-topped mountain, which we know, if one has done any research into Devil's Tower and tabletop mountains, there's a going theory that it is an ancient tree that was cut down by one of the 200 angels that God sent to earth before he flooded it so that the giants couldn't climb the trees and survive the flood. That's the story in the book of Enoch, man. So who knows what the Sam Dam happened there, but it is sus that most of the island is restricted, like Antarctica. It's actually not too far away from Antarctica either. I mean, it's part of Nicaragua, but it's in the middle of the frickin' ocean. Let me know your thoughts below.
What you're looking at, twinkling away here, is the moon, sparkling through tree branches. Not water, not glass. We're told that this is reflected from a dusty grey rock 250,000 miles away. And the sunlight came from 93 million miles away. And it bounced off that surface and came all the way back to us with enough precision to shimmer like this through my garden trees. And you believe that? Why does it twinkle like a star? Why are the rays projecting from both sides of it? Even the opposite side to where the sun set. Like, is that sunlight coming over a curve? Why does the light not split around the branches? It means that the source is close. Reflected light obeys geometry. Angle in, angle out. You do not get multiple beams of a cratered rock from that distance. You need a mirror. This kind of sharp beam, that's a close source. It's the moon its own light source. Part of the sky clock. Is that why moonlight is colder than shade? Because that is not reflected sunlight. The angles are wrong, the behaviour is wrong, and the logic is non-existent. Anybody who looks at that and thinks, aye, that's the sunlight reflecting that. There's something missing upstairs if you think that. That's just my opinion though.